We're getting spicy. I gotta say, spicy right at the gate. I'm here for it.
Yeah, spiciness off the gate. So what I was gonna say, so now that we got the show started, I was sharing with Leah that my oh my gosh, my wife makes really non-hot, really mild
Very
chili,
Midwestern.
very Midwestern chili.
Yeah.
And so I figured, yeah, you know what, I'm going to be going on the show. Well, I can deal with some spice. I've been really craving having something really spicy. So I took the chili and I got myself a good sized bowl of it, and I put in my fixins. And I, on top of that, I put in like it'd probably been about a tablespoon of cayenne pepper. I mean, it was a heaping of the cayenne pepper, and
It's like a
and
biological weapon.
and three jalapenos that were frozen.
Oh my God.
I just cut those up and put it into the chili, and it wasn't bad. The only thing is, it wasn't flavorful. I mean,
It's just hot, right?
it was just hot, and one of the things that I was going to say why I started all of a sudden is because um, Nick Curry, who we interviewed, talked about how with spices and hot stuff on how it adds onto it when it just kind of layers upon layers.
It kind of snowballs, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a runaway freight train in your body.
Right. So I'm starting to sweat. I'm done eating. I've been done for about 10 minutes now, but I'm starting to get the hiccups, and my lips are burning, my tongue is burning, and all I have is this gluten-free, may contain gluten beer that I'm drinking.
I gotta ask, just because I love chili and I'm kind of like a chili snob. Like this is peak chili season for me, because I'm like, the garden's popping. I got fresh tomatoes, I got jalapenos and onions. What are your favorite go-to chili like must-haves for your, like, I guess like accessorizing your chili?
Yeah, for me, what I always love is adding brown sugar, in all honesty.
Really?
Yeah, because I love to I have it sweet and spicy at the same time. So I love adding some brown sugar to it, or if I'm in a pinch, to be able to just put in some molasses to be able to add to kind of the richness of the chili. Other than that, I do like having some cookies, some crackers in it. And then obviously, if I have to spice it up, some cayenne and some jalapenos. But we also make our chili very meaty. I
agree. It's got to be like, I don't know, 70% meat.
It's almost a stew,
I kind of cut back. I used to do more like 50-50 beans and meat, and I just, the texture gets a little too gummy.
Yeah.
I also make mine with pinto beans instead of kidney beans. I don't like the kidney bean skins. And worse than that, like my coworkers have to deal with me eating kidney beans. It does bad things to my body overall. And I fart without like any shame. So I'm in the office, I will just rip one. I don't even care anymore.
Well, and your office is an enclosed office too.
Oh yeah, it makes it even worse, right?
Yes, absolutely.
What kind of asshole boss comes to work and just fucking farts all over the place? This was so much better in my own office. I would get up and like close my door and turn on air freshener.
Oh gosh, that's funny.
I remember like Lana called me out. She's like, "You're in there farting, aren't you?" Like, you're my wife. You know these things. It's true. So I like to limit the bean intake, but
what fixings do you like to have?
I really like Fritos.
Oh yeah,
very Midwestern, but honestly, like the Fritos, I like the big scoops. I usually put shredded sharp cheddar cheese. I like to put my Cholula or hot sauce of choice, because I try to keep it like, spicy but not five alarm. Like both Dusty and I like hot chili, but again, like second day chili, which is always the superior chili, tends to get a little hotter. So I never want to make it so hot that I've got to dump like a whole tub of sour cream in it.
Yeah.
But I also like to put a little dollop of Daisy on there. A little sour cream put out the fire is my favorite. So, and then cornbread, because I love cornbread on the side, which somebody had told me like a good way to make cornbread is to dice up like any extra jalapeno and throw it in there like a hot cornbread.
Right.
I don't know who told me, but bless you. That is the best.
Yeah, I've had a good jalapeno cornbread that's been phenomenal.
Being in the basement, it is fucking stuffy down here. So I apologize to anybody like tunes into this.
Leah just typically gets.
Welcome to our OnlyFans episode of I could get into this.
I didn't ask for this, but I could get into it. Yeah.
Yeah, I could get into that. I don't know. There's probably some creeper out there that's obsessed with me. So, hi, welcome back.
I'm almost getting to the point that I think I'm going to have to.
Well, it's kind of warm in here now that you mention it.
This is going to be the weirdest show ever. My sister loves to, for chili, she loves to make not glazed donuts, cinnamon rolls.
I've never tried that, but people told me like that the cinnamon rolls with the chili really works. I haven't tried it yet because I don't bake.
Yeah,
I should just go buy some cinnamon rolls next time I make chili.
Yeah, I've had it and it's okay. I mean, it's the only thing is that I love cinnamon rolls. Yeah, I love cinnamon rolls and I love chili. So it's like, all right, well, if this is just an excuse to be able to eat a cinnamon roll, then I'm all for it.
I'm all in.
Yeah, but otherwise, eating them together, she told me how she would bake a cinnamon roll and put it on top of the chili and just kind of eat it with the chili. I'm just like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's Anna.
No. And then if you're in Cincinnati, they like spaghetti with the spaghetti noodles.
We're not even going to touch that one.
They have restaurants that are just based off of chili. That's all that they have. It's just
a novelty. Like now you're just trying to do something that's different. Like, yeah, we make tacos with gummy worms. This is where you don't make fun of my family recipe of gummy tacos, Leah.
So, the funny thing is that so I had to explain a walking taco to someone the other day.
You made what? A walking taco?
A walking taco, yeah. When I was in Knoxville last week.
Oh yeah.
I had
There's a narrow band of people that know what a walking taco is.
Well, it's like an Iowa thing. I claim it to be more of an Iowa. That's where I feel
like if you say pop, you know what a walking taco is. That's like the Venn diagram right there.
It's probably fair. Probably very fair. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So for those of you who don't know what a walking taco
is.
Yeah. Don't know of it. Just look it fucking up. Okay. I'm not your fucking Google.
And you guys can besmirch the good name of bad Midwestern cuisine, but a walking taco is fucking delicious.
Yeah.
And it gets exponentially more delicious the drunker you are.
Yes. We'll explain a walking taco. Walking taco, you take a small Doritos bag, usually nacho cheese Doritos. You cut it along the side. You open the bag up. You throw in some cheese, some lettuce, some taco meat. What's that?
Is it all the things you like in your taco, basically?
Yeah, exactly. Basically,
now you
throw
have a
in
container
everything
for it.
Right. It's a container. You just have a fork. You mix it around. You just eat it right out of the bag. It's a walking taco. Yeah.
This is worth viewing, I think, for people to see just how animated we are in our taco making. But like we make it at home sometimes just because it's fucking good. Sorry.
Absolutely. Well, especially if you buy the small snack pack Dorito bags. I mean, it's easy enough to be able to do that.
Oh, it's great for camping too. Like.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
I digress. This isn't our Midwest trash cooking show. Although I would be highly interested if anyone wants to start a GoFundMe for Brett and I to do white trash Midwest cooking.
Jeez. We would definitely have to get some guests on this show to be able to help us out with that.
Perhaps.
I'm just thinking about Dazer. Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's get Dazer. She can tell us her award-winning turtle soup recipe.
Right.
In other news, things we're getting into. Apparently, we have a pet turtle now.
So it did come home, huh?
Yeah, I went out of town last week for work, so I was up in beautiful, scenic North Dakota, and I don't think I'd even gotten to the hotel when I got a text message from Dusty that says, "So we have a pet turtle now." I'm like, do we? He was rescued in the middle of the road. I'm sure the turtle was just trying to get from one side to the other, but now he's in our home and he's got an aquarium and has yet to be named. But
oh my,
the boys have done their research. They bought some turtle food. They've got the filter. I like wash my hands of the turtle. Like I have the cat and the dog. You guys can take care of the turtle.
It's exactly. Oh man.
Yeah, I was just like, are we gonna keep the turtle? Dusty's like, well, Zooks is very attached. I'm like, is he?
Is he the one that's attached? Yeah. It seems like someone could have said maybe no.
It is what it is. We have a turtle. So there you go. My relationship advice. Pick your battles.
All right. So I already wrote it down. We talked, we're getting into chili. We're getting into walking
season,
tacos.
Chili season. I love it.
Yep. Walking tacos.
If I'm going to steal it here, natural segue into something that I've gotten into, and I don't think I have mentioned this in the last episode because it's really been like the last 3 weeks, but apparently I'm getting into mushrooms, not the fun kind. Sorry, kids.
The legal kind.
The legal grow everywhere kind of mushrooms. So there's a documentary about the secret life of fungi fighting the DMs. Fungi. It's always been a fun guy. We watched it because everyone had talked about how interesting it was. So we watched it with my 3-year-old, and like honestly, I didn't think he was even paying attention. He was playing with his Legos and stuff, but now he is fixated on mushrooms. And damned if he's not a good mushroom hunter. So like the last 2 weeks, we've been mushroom spotting and taking pictures of mushrooms. We got the app so we can download the pictures and look up what the mushrooms are. And
nice.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Great. So one of the things that we always have a tough time identifying or knowing is especially the types of mushrooms that you find in town. Which ones are edible?
Yeah, so I downloaded an app. I'm looking it up here because it has a dumb name. Shroomify.
Shroomify. Nice.
So this was actually, we were camping the other weekend and there was like tons of mushrooms. I mean, this was a really wooded area, which it's hard to find in South Dakota, but
yeah.
The park ranger had suggested this app. And so it's really great. You can kind of look at the mushroom pictures and drill down to the things and it'll tell you the categories are like edible, inedible, poisonous, or choice. So there's actually quite a few mushrooms that grow in South Dakota that are choice, including one that I'm trying to get a hold of. I'm looking for it because it's in season, called the chicken of the woods.
It's at my mother-in-law's. Yeah,
it's orangish yellow. It does not look like something you should eat, but apparently everyone says when you cook it up and fry it up, it tastes like chicken.
Grows off of a tree.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, no, and it's huge too. We had to look it up one time because we were curious about it because it was just weird looking, coming out of the side of a tree, and it's huge. And it's like, we're wondering if that's edible.
Do we want to be vomiting all weekend?
Right.
Yeah. Well, and even like there's common mushrooms, I guess I just assumed were poisonous or not good for you, or also apparently choice, like puffballs. Apparently, like the common puffball is if you pick them right away, not when they become like puffy. Apparently, they're very tasty.
Oh, I see.
Weird, right?
Interesting. Yeah.
I mean, I'm also not like a huge, I don't like the texture of mushrooms. So I'm just like, maybe we'll just like identify them for now. Not really curious at eating a lot of them, but it's very interesting. And now I feel like I see them everywhere. It's weird.
Well, and mushrooms is one of those things that when you eat that with something is that it doesn't really have a taste on its own. It's kind of like tofu.
Yeah, like soaks up the flavor of other things. It's good for soups and stews.
Yep.
But yeah, like texture wise, I'm like, I need it really small. Unless, portobellos are pretty good. You marinate those and grill them, they're pretty darn good, but
it almost tastes like meat.
Yeah. They're a hearty mushroom, but still trying to see if I can I'm just curious enough to try the chicken of the woods. I also love the name. That's probably the other entertaining thing is like reading through the names. Like, I don't know who named these mushrooms, but they make sense because if you're into mushrooms, you're probably pretty weird. So
yeah,
fair.
Well, and I did see that, like I said, we looked up the chicken of the woods, and just the fact that they say, if you cook it up, it tastes like chicken. It's like, really?
Have you had chicken?
What kind of chicken you've been eating? Yeah.
There's also a close relative that looks like it's called the hen of the woods, and it's actually more like a grayish purple color.
Oh.
Yeah, like none of these sound like they're appetizing things to eat, but I was really surprised how many, especially like really weird looking ones. There's some mushroom that grows in the Pacific Northwest called the lion's mane. It's like this white tendrily looking thing. Like again, like who the fuck ate that thing?
Right, exactly.
But apparently it tastes great. So
yeah,
me,
exactly. Well, the chicken in the woods, to explain on what that looks like, I always thought it looked like when you take foam insulation and you put it on the side and it just kind of goes all over the place. That's what chicken in the woods look like. But yeah. So yeah, if you're ever looking for some, I know where it's at.
Well, I always thought and mushrooms always remind me of the video game The Last of Us, where this alien fungus infects people and it creeps me out. So I'm just like, no, we don't need to touch that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'll take pictures. It's cool. It's interesting, and it's fun. As much as we like hiking, I'm real excited because somebody told me that Newton Hills right now has mushrooms the size of softballs.
Oh my gosh.
Because of all the rain we had. And I was like, oh, we got to go take pictures. I want to see this.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah, apparently I'm getting into mushrooms, not the cool ones.
Not the cool
Sorry,
ones.
that's for another podcast episode.
Right.
Let's talk about Leah taking mushrooms. It wasn't a great time.
Well, all right. So here's the transition. This is a stretch transition, but one of the things that I'm getting into is I on Twitter I saw this person talking about, hey, you can join my text group. Just text this word to this group and you can find out what I'm getting into. And I'm just like, that's strangely provocative. I mean,
straightforward.
Yeah. So it's just like, what is this? So yeah, I look it up, and sure enough, there's this place called Community. I think it's just community.com, but you can sign up to be able to have a a phone number that people can text to that allows you to be able to essentially do kind of mass marketing to other people, and you work with small groups. Actually worked with a store that had something similar to that that was called, oh crap, what's the name of it? I just had it here. Shitty, I can't remember what it is. Damn it. But anyway, it was a different app that did the kind of the same thing. They had something that was available for a trial period for free, so you can get 50 texts a month for free. And I'm just like, shit, for 50 texts a month, maybe I can start getting people involved with that, or doing something for the podcast and just send out random texts to people so that it's not Twitter. You don't go out to Twitter. It goes directly to your.
Did you just call it Titter?
I did call it Titter. Yeah. I'm starting to
it's the chili.
I'm still getting real. Yeah, I got my nose running now, and I still can't feel my mouth. So. And it got really hot all of a sudden.
Social media platform, kids, don't go there.
Titter is something else. Yeah.
Titter.
Yeah. As is Tither.
Tither.
But...
Yeah. I really got to start listening and writing these things down. Create all these accounts at places that are fictitious.
Right. Yeah. Start buying up domain names.
Yeah. I feel like Titter's probably taken. I don't know why, but
I got a funny feeling on that. Yeah. So instead of going into and saying, join us on Twitter, just send us a text at this phone number and you can hear what we're getting into.
Oh man, so this is like a video phone thing. You're listen to the menu.
Right.
Hi, thanks for reaching. I could get into this. This is Brett. This week I'm getting into this. Elevator music in the background. And then it can cut to me and say, hey, I'm Leah and I'm getting into this. Why are you still listening to this? Everyone's so lonely.
By the way, it's $5 a minute.
Yeah, we were charging your credit card. Back to our OnlyFans page.
Right. Well, they do allow sexual content. Images again. Yeah, adult contact. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Places that I could get this is probably not going to go.
I thought it was hilarious that with OnlyFans, saying, oh, you know what, we're not going to allow adult contact anymore, and it was just not even 24 hours later, it's just you know what, kidding.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to piss everyone off. I
didn't mean to neglect that 90% of our content is adult content.
Right. It's like, do you even know what the people are out there doing? I mean,
Yeah,
you're just
I mean, I
thinking
think
that
it was
this
just a
is
PR kind of thing. I don't know. Like Instagram kind of went through the same sort of like shuttering of, oh, we're gonna be just on the level, just
yeah,
pictures of food and pretty people holding food. I know
right,
I full disclosure, not on Instagram, obviously.
right. Yeah. I'm on Instagram, but only because it's on Facebook.
Oh yeah, I mean I guess it's connected, but I try to limit as much time as Facebook as possible.
Yeah. As a
I like
as a
Twitter. I can just say all the stupid things on my mind and then regret it immediately once it's out in the world.
well,
Oh
I guess
shit!
that's out there now.
All the typos and everything. Just drink it up, folks.
Oh, so that's what I'm getting. That's what I was like, I could probably get into that, trying to, have something. And if anything, I was even kicking around the idea saying, what if I would just contact family members and be able to have that out there, because I always get annoyed when you have the group text chats going out there. You can't control it at all.
Face.
Yeah.
No, it's awful. And now my niece, who's 10, has a phone. Lord help me. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be sending so many inappropriate memes like, oh, the cool aunt. So
Right, exactly. The cool ant.
no, that's a good idea. I mean, I guess I just really, this is something that so like last week I joined a writers group in advance for Nanowrimo, which is the
Yep.
National Write a Novel Month. And so I connected with a couple of writers, and it's just like, oh, let's just get in a Zoom and have a call. And like it's like my solution to everything is like, well, hey, random strangers, let's have a video call so we can meet each other.
Right, exactly.
I just
Because
want to
everyone
make
loves to
friends.
do that.
Yeah, I think that was that was Molly. She's like, oh, that's Leah's problem is she's everybody's friend, and she's just gonna keep trying to be your friend until you like show up at a party or come to her birthday. Like, yep. Is that bad?
Right.
This is going to get me killed someday. I absolutely believe that. But
I think that's the same thing, the same similar thing that my daughter has in regards to animals.
oh,
She just assumes that every animal's her friend.
well, you love me, so
Right,
this is good for both of us.
right,
Now
right.
stop crying so much and let me hold you. You're like Zoe's Elmira.
Oh, yes, exactly.
You want a turtle?
No.
No.
No, turtles are not allowed in our house. No
Well,
reptiles of any kind.
so what else are you getting into these days?
That's what I'm getting into. Um,
Well, you might get into later. I don't know. When this chili starts kicking in,
yeah,
you
exactly.
need your own scented
Exactly.
candle and close that office door.
One I got one that's kind of I'm just starting getting into. Actually, this morning I was talking to my son and trying to, just how you doing, what, good morning,
The dad
he's already
check-in.
on the computer. And so I was looking at what he was doing, and he was playing a game, and I was like, what's game this? And so it's a game. It's been out there for a while, actually. I don't know how long, but it's called Dig IO. So there's these IO games that are out there, that is the Agar IO, Whole IO, all these other things. And mostly the purpose of all these games are either Snake IO is another one. So the snake one's a perfect example, where you eat these different things and you get bigger and bigger, and you try to trap the other snakes so that you can make them go away. Yeah. So Whole IO is you got this one hole and you kind of try to suck up different buildings and suck up the smaller holes that are smaller than you. Well, this
Weird.
dig excuse me, IO. Oh,
Chili rises.
I got dragon spit right now and went down the wrong way. So Dig IO is you're this circle that looks like a big buzz saw, and you're going through dirt, and you can pick up different minerals. Gold gives you more gold. Once you have more gold, you can put little faces or something like that on your
Life on
avatar. Yep. and you have a blue one that allows you to be able to grow quickly, a purple one, all these different minerals that are out there that does these different things. And then you have roughly 200 different people that are all on the same board.
Oh, cool.
And if you're bigger than the other one, you can kill them. And so it's just a matter of gathering points, going through, and then killing other people.
Survival of the fittest.
Yeah, exactly. So it's it's one of those things. I love being able to find these really short games, because the game is usually 5 minutes or less. As you get advanced, it seems that you might be able to go up to 10 minutes, but that's the type of thing. It's like, unfortunately for me, the way that I like to just waste my time is by playing small little games. I talked about Candy Crush as one that I always end up going back to, and I still play that. And I've been playing another game called Armored Dice, I think it's what it's called, where it's a tower defense game. It's random dice is what it is. And I've been playing that a lot. So now I think Dig.io is going to kind of go into the rotation until I get to get bored with it, which ends up happening. But
that sounds fun.
So that Dig.io, and it's just something that's online. They do have an Apple version of the app, but it's just Dig.io is the website to go to.
Fun.
Yeah,
I'm not a big gamer at all. Like my tyrannical older brother used to just rule over all the game consoles growing up with an iron fist. You were lucky if you got to watch.
Oh, I see.
But I always this is the dumb thing. I guess it's how you meet people. I love watching video games. So I even remember when Dusty and I were just getting to know each other. I'd come over and hang out and watch him play video games like Final Fantasy and stuff. And I just always enjoy the story. Now he's playing through the newer God of War game, which is fun. But
nice.
Yeah, I guess I've never had a lot of interest in video games. Just watching them was enough for me.
Yeah, I was always good enough to go through and to have fun with them and to be able to not get frustrated with them. And to just be patient in some cases. I always ended up playing the games that I had to play on my own, because my sister would always claim that the controller was broken that she was trying to play with. So
that's what it was.
It's not working. My controller's not working. I don't know.
When I did get to play, it was the queen of the button mashing. I remember we playing Mortal Kombat with my brothers, and I would kick their ass because I'm just
that's the best way to win. Is just
mash how'd you figure out that fatality? I'm because I'm smart.
Right. Oh, you don't know how to do that one?
Oh, you didn't know how to do that one? Whatever, noob. Yeah.
Right.
I'm an old lady and I don't play video games. That's all I'm gonna say.
So that's what I'm getting into. What else are you getting into?
I'm pretty excited for spooky season.
Oh,
I feel as soon as Labor Day was over, I'm just all right, bring on Halloween.
Yeah.
So I've just been devouring creepy music, movies.
Oh yeah.
Already thinking about decorating the house, trying to figure out my Halloween costume. I love this time of year. I really like fall. I know it's usually pretty short here in the Dakotas.
Yes.
It's still hot out. Somebody's giving me a hard time because wearing shorts and tights, and then just oh, it's kind of overdressed. I'm yeah, I know. It's almost 70 today. It is still too hot for fall, but it's getting cool at night. I'm not a big pumpkin spice person, but I think the revelation is I love pumpkins, but I don't like pumpkin spice because I don't like nutmeg. That's what it is. I love cinnamon, don't like nutmeg, and that's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really get into fall. I love pumpkins and Halloween and spooky season. So
that reminds me, I love listening to Halloween music going into the season, and I haven't broken that out yet. I'm gonna have to go back to my Spotify list. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm hoping we can trick or treat this year. That'd be really nice.
Yeah.
You know, our little guy's old enough now to like, want to probably be into it this year. And last year we, masked up and kind of had like a drive-by option for friends and family that wanted to cruise by in their cars with the kiddos. But hopefully we can do something where we can, go around the block in our neighborhood and at least hit a few houses. I think he'd think it's fun. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of disappointed though, because I want to be that mom. I want to make the costume for my kids. So I'm asking him, I was like, what do you want to be this year for Halloween? He's like, a bat. I'm like, oh, just a bat? Are you sure? A bat. I mean, it's gonna be cute. I'm sure I'll figure out something. I guess I was hoping for something grander. I don't know what, but
you could do I know he likes moons too.
He does love the moon.
You do a large moon with a bat on the moon, as it's flying away.
I told Dusty he could be the moon. He did not like that.
What?
Well, I guess I should be thankful that Zooks didn't want to be a mushroom, because that would be a real awkward costume to make. Like, is that no, it's a mushroom.
It's a mushroom.
Mushroom. Definitely a mushroom.
Not just the tip. Mushroom.
Not just the tip. So I mean, we're gonna count our blessings there. That's a gimme. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go as, I don't know. I was gonna go as Frau Buchler from Young Frankenstein. Because Zooks has like crazy Gene Wilder hair. I was like, oh, he could be Victor Frankenstein, but now he wants to be a bat, so I got to rethink my plans.
Oh man! So you mentioned on the interview that you were thinking about being Frau Buchler, and I have to admit, I've only seen bits and pieces of Young Frankenstein.
Oh.
I know, so I would just wait. I remedied that. On my trip last week, I downloaded Young Frankenstein and I watched it. So I can say that I've seen it now. So I completely understand the Frau Buchler.
You're in.
Yes.
I mean, it might be hard for me to find a candelabra, but it'd be worth it to carry around. Just say, stay close to the lights. The stairway is treacherous.
Yeah.
He was my boyfriend. So many good lines in that movie. It is probably, I think it's my favorite Mel Brooks movie.
Yeah.
Blazing Saddles is up there, but I feel like Young Frankenstein, it's just got so many great lines and so many great characters and bits.
Yes. Yeah, very good. It's very good. I couldn't believe, I've always heard about Marty Feldman and the guy that was Igor. Sorry. And I thought it was hilarious because I think his whole shtick during that was kind of him is always going to the camera, breaking the third wall and everything. I absolutely love that.
A brilliant surgeon. Why? I can fix that hump. What hump? Yeah. I mean, well, and actually, like my latest script I'm working on is called Abby Normal because of Young Frankenstein. So it's great whenever I post stuff on it, like, this is how I find new friends on Twitter. If they get it, like, well, now you're cool. If you don't get it, then I don't know. You need help.
Right.
Watch the movie. It's
then
great.
We'll make you get it soon enough.
That's right. Care for a roll and see hay? Roll and see hay. So many good little bits. I also like, the reason I love Young Frankenstein is my stepdad Mel is like, this is his favorite movie, bar none. And he's the reason I watched it the first time, because he was insistent that he wanted like us to remodel our home and put 2 doors in the front just so he could have the 2 knockers, so he could say, "What knockers?" Oh, thank you, doctor. Love it.
Oh, great. Well, I did have one last thing. It's kind of a generic one, but it is something that I'm getting into right now. It is the second week of NFL football season.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
You're a fantasy player, right?
I usually am. This year I didn't get into doing fantasy. I've been kind of frustrated with when doing it in the past, and so I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna gonna watch it and just be a fan, and I don't have to worry about who's doing what or trying to stay on top of the stats and figuring out things out. It's like I just want to watch football and have fun with it. Lately it's been a lot of times when I talk about, being a football fan, and it's like, oh, so you watch the football. And I was like, I watch it because it's, if anything, it's just a good escape.
Yeah,
So
it's
football
fun.
season is roughly 20 weeks long, so it's a third of the year.
Mhm.
So what's the big deal about me setting us on side time on Sundays to be able to watch football,
Right.
because there's no roller derby going on right now, so I know.
I think it's funny because I do not care about football, and I'm on a fantasy league right now. There's a bunch of screenwriters from Twitter that wanted to pretty much just talk shit. Like, I think a few people are pretty serious about football. But I love that I auto drafted, and now I'm just like letting the AI pick my team, and I think I'm number 2.
You're pissing a lot of
Oh
people
yeah, oh
off.
yeah. And then to make it better, I ordered a T-shirt because that we're doing a big football promo at work next month. So every Friday, it's wear your favorite football jersey to work. So I bought a T-shirt that just says, "I hope both teams have fun," which isn't
Perfect.
too far from the truth, right? As long as everyone's having fun, that's what it's all about. Smoking
Yep.
like a true coach and referee, right?
Right.
We just
Right.
all have fun. Yeah,
You're gonna have
I'm
to
learning
keep
lessons.
playing that Weird Al song about the sports teams. Yay
Oh
sports
yeah,
team. Our team is better than yours. Yeah.
Weird Al is my spirit animal.
Hmm.
Some weird
A lot of
notification on my
people's.
computer. No, we're just gonna delete that. Love when your computer is just like, we need to run updates, and just gets more and more desperate. Like, I know I need to run updates. I'm just gonna. It's tomorrow Leo's problem.
Yeah, right now it's hey, you need to change your password. It's like, I
Oh
don't want to think about a new password right now. We'll just
no. I also
wait
need an
about
oil
that.
change, but again, I don't have time for that. It's tomorrow Leo's problem. No one has time for anything. It's just the way it is. The last thing
Yeah.
I'm getting into,
Yeah.
the head of my list was a band a friend from Twitter recommended to me, is
Oh,
called Hollywood Burns.
okay.
And I like to think, I don't know, like anyone listens to Terminator, but it's sort of like synthwave, like meets weird 50s nostalgic sci-fi music. So they have a theremin.
No,
That was
fun.
that was initially, I was like, oh, tell me more. Like, and then I
Yes.
started like looking for theremins. They're very expensive for a
Oh,
novelty instrument. Like, I don't have $600 to buy a theremin, but
I bet
uh,
you can get one used.
yeah, it's like a weird, like their music's kind of this weird love child of like 50s sci-fi movie music mixed with like 80s synth rock. Yeah, it works really well. It's very dramatic. Like, you've got to kind of listen to it with the idea of thinking of it as a movie soundtrack, but
Yeah.
it's super fun and poppy. Hollywood Burns, spelled
Nice.
exactly how it sounds, and they're coming out with another album here, which is why I heard about them this fall or winter.
Okay.
The guy I know is going to be on the record label that's going to represent them. So he's like, here, check them out. I'm like, oh, this is great. This is like totally my jam.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, there's a theremin. So
Yes, absolutely. We need to have him on as a guest.
yeah, I'll reach out. Hey, buddy. I mean, the worst they can say is no. I mean, I usually have no problem reaching out to anybody and asking anything because, yeah, again, they'll probably just say no. And as long as you're prepared for that, you're either get exactly what you want or you're pleasantly surprised.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
It's my
most of the time I
optimism.
find that you get to be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I mean, this is, as somebody who's querying manuscripts right now, this is my mindset. Like, I just assume it's a no, but I'm going to keep doing it. So, because
Right.
maybe there's the off chance somebody says yes, and then I actually have to freak out.
Yeah, right, right, right.
Sometimes
I'd be
success is
freaking
way more
out
scary
more.
than failure.
Right.
I'm at least
Oh,
used to failure.
right.
I know what that looks like and tastes like, but success, fuck.
What do I do with this now?
So true.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Oh, funny. All right. Well, I don't have anything else on my list. This
Yeah,
is going
that's
to be a
about
short
all I've got
show.
right now.
Yeah.
Looking at a bunch of travel coming up, so I'm sure I'll be encountering some interesting things. Get to go to Wisconsin. back to the cheese state next week. So excited to like bring a cooler full of bratwurst and cheese and beer.
Nice. Well, and then right now with it being fall, that's when you got the best beers.
Oh yeah,
coming out
it's
too.
fat pants season, and I am ready for it.
Yes.
I have my writing Zubas. I found some
Nice.
Zubas at a thrift shop, and now they're like my favorite thing to wear. They're so ugly.
They're ugly, but they are so damn comfortable.
Oh yeah, comfortable and functional. It's me to a T.
Yeah, absolutely.
I say like mowing my lawn in shorts and tights and combat boots. Zubas, I wasn't gonna make more laundry.
Zubas originated in Minnesota. You know that?
Yes, they're a Minnesota brand.
Absolutely.
We should get them on the show. Like how? I mean, because it really started out as like a niche clothing for weightlifters, and that kind of blew up and kind of went out of fashion, and now it's back in style. I'm gonna say that because I wear them. Sponsor us, Zubas.
I know a lot of pro wrestlers that wear Zubas too.
I know a lot of derby teams that like them too, because they've got like a what is it, a jogger style, like the narrower leg versus the traditional larger, like I'm gonna call it a Aladdin style like taper. But
right.
We'll save the baggy pants discussion for another podcast episode.
Because that's definitely something I'm going to be getting into.
We're all getting into baggy pants. I mean, 'tis the season, right? We're heading into sweatpants season and hoodies, and I'm ready.
Oh yeah. That's the best part about fall.
Oh yeah, like I like busted out I got the big tub out when we went camping last week with the flannel and the sweaters and the scarves. I'm just like, I missed you, friends.
Yeah,
like I love a good fuzzy sweater and a scarf, even if it's negative 30 degrees for months on end. There's just something nice about like layers and cold days.
Yeah. I like wearing stocking caps. It's something about.
I noticed the recent haircut. So
yeah, exactly. I did. I keep it really short now,
cap.
So the stocking cap helps out. But I saw someone wearing one on the flight home, which was odd because it was
coming from somewhere quite warm.
Yeah, well, coming from Tennessee. So yeah, I was like, and inside the airplane, it was hot. So I was like, gosh, that I didn't understand that. But I looked at it and kind of with eyes of
suffer for fashion
that season. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to put my stocking cap back on again, and it'll start to feel nice and warm.
Oh yeah, looking forward to it. Weirdly.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Every season needs its time or something like that.
Right, indeed. Yeah. All right. Well, by the time this comes out, we're gonna be at 1 year. It's gonna be officially 1 year.
Next episode, can we have a cake? I mean, I'm gonna eat my cake. I can drop one off at your house, I guess, but you know me. The only way I celebrate is with beer and cake. So
I know. So you got to find that. They used to have. I think Shiner had a birthday cake beer.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. A Shiner Bach birthday cake beer. So
I'll see if I can shop around and find a birthday cake beer in Wisconsin next week, just so I can enjoy it for the recording.
Absolutely.
Celebrate our 1 year birthday. Woo!
Yeah. So happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
All right.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Well, take care. Good luck with that chili situation. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm
gonna your butthole because
I'm gonna find some Tums here very soon. So
have fun with that.
All right.
I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Have a good night.
All right. Bye.
Bye.